Part 2 start. But the next instant, when he bent to take my weapon, my eyes opened and I realized that I was still alive. Within a moment, I turned and grabbing a rifle opened fire on them. During the firing, four Pakistani soldiers were killed. I fired from one boulder, then rolled behind another to fire again and then a third. They thought that some Indian reinforcement had reached from below and they ran away. I returned to my companion to check if any of them were alive. But to my deep sorrow, no one was. I tried to see how to descend when Devi Shakti appeared before me and told me how to go down. My broken arm was useless at my side. I tried to tie it. I even tried to break it off with a jerk, but I could not manage. Finally, I fixed it into my belt behind my back and rolled downhill towards my companion. I gave my mates the warning about the impending attack and told my team commander, Lieutenant Balban Sahib, the entire story, and he in turn reported it to our battalion commander. Explanation: when bullet was hit in chest of Yogendra Singh Yadav by Pakistani soldiers, he realized that he was still alive. So he turned and fired on Pakistani army. So they ran away. Yogendra Singh Yadav returned to his companion and checked that if any of them were alive, but no one was more. And he added that Devi Shakti told him how he go down because his one arm has broken. He fixed his broken arm in belt and behind his back and rolled down. After that he told all to his commander. जब उसको एहसास हुआ योगेंद्र सिंह यादव को कि गोली लगने के बाद भी वो बच गया है, तो उसने झट से बंदूक उठाई और पाकिस्तानी आर्मी पर चला दी, जिससे वो डर कर भागे। उनको लगा अभी ये बहुत सारे हैं। और जब वो बाबत चेक करने के लिए आया कि उसका साथी कोई बच तो नहीं गया, लेकिन ये बड़े दुख की बात थी कि कोई भी साथी उसका नहीं बचा था। उसको ऐसा लगा कि जैसे किसी देवी शक्ति ने उसको बताया है कि किस तरह से तुम्हें नीचे जाना। ये सारी कहानी उसने कमांडर को बताई। नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। Battalion commander, Officer Colonel Khushal Chand Thakur, told them to get me down to him as quickly as possible so that he could hear the information firsthand. At that time, it must have been 1:30 or 2 in the afternoon. Blood was flowing from my wounds like water. Though my comrades gave me first aid, the bleeding would not stop. They brought me back to the CO, and by the time we reached, it was completely dark and I was unable to see. The CEO asked, Son, do you recognize me? But I could see nothing. He had me laid in his personal tent and had 2 or 3 stoves lit around me. When my body gradually got warmer, the RMO Sahib came and gave me some first aid again and made me drink some glucose. Explanation: Lieutenant Balwan Singh told all the story of Yogendra Singh Yadav to Officer Khushal Chand Thakur. At that time, blood was flowing from his wounds like water. His companion gave him first aid, but bleeding was not stopped. 2 or 3 stoves lit around him when his body grew warmer. RMO came and gave some glucose to drink. लेफ्टिनेंट बलवान सिंह ने जो सारी कहानी थी योगेंद्र सिंह यादव की, वो खुशहाल चंद्र ठाकुर ऑफिसर को बताई। और इस समय योगेंद्र सिंह यादव की बॉडी से बिल्कुल भी ब्लड बंद नहीं हो रहा था और कंटिन्यू बह रहा था। उसके बॉडी, उसके चारों तरफ 2-3 स्टोव जलाए गए, जिससे उसकी बॉडी गर्म हो गई। इसके बाद जो आरएमओ थे वो आए और उन्होंने थोड़ा सा ग्लूकोज उसको दिया। नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। I got some sort of energy back in my body, and then the CEO asked again, Tell me now, son, what happened to you? I told him the whole story and concluded that now, sir, they are going to attack the MMG post. Sir, you see, beyond this helipad there are stones, behind which are the living tents of the enemy. They have support weapons deployed there and ammunition has been dumped there. After I gave this information, RMO Sahib gave me an injection to put me to sleep. When I woke up 3 days later, I was at the Srinagar base hospital. I learned that the same night our reserve company had attacked the top of Tiger Hill and without any casualties had succeeded in capturing the top. I was then shifted to the army hospital New Delhi and after 16 months of treatment I could serve the army again. Explanation. Again he told all story that how enemies were going to destroy the MMG post. After that he was shifted at the Srinagar hospital. He heard same night that Indian army got success on Tiger Hill and then he was shifted army hospital न्यू दिल्ली। योगेंद्र सिंह यादव ने दोबारा से फिर वो पूरी कहानी बताई कि किस तरह से जो पाकिस्तानी आर्मी थी एमएमजी पोस्ट करने के लिए एमएमजी पोस्ट को डिस्ट्रॉय करने के लिए आ रही थी, बंकर से उसको श्रीनगर हॉस्पिटल में शिफ्ट कर दिया था और उसने उसी रात यह सुना कि हमने टाइगर हिल को जीत लिया है। श्रीनगर हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट करने के बाद उसको दिल्ली के हॉस्पिटल में शिफ्ट कर दिया। नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। It is the dream of every soldier to fight for his country and with his own blood to anoint this motherland. To be able to do this is his great fortune. I consider myself fortunate to have taken birth on Mother India's soil and to be part of this great Indian army, which is today considered to be one of the best in the world. I am proud of my country and of our army, and I would tell the youth of this country that we can be devoted to our nation from anywhere. But the real progress, the inner and the outer protection, only comes when we all come together. When we try to progress in every realm and each one tries to grow in our own sphere. I would appeal to our youth that no matter which area you choose, you should work hard with honesty, straightforwardness, and you should keep your devotion to your country awake, alive. Jai Hind. Explanation. Yogendra Singh Yadav said that every soldier's dreams to fight for his country. He feels very proud to get opportunity. He requests to all Indians youth they should keep their devotion to their country awake and alive. यानी कि वह उसने कहा कि हर एक सोल्जर्स का ये ड्रीम होता है कि अगर कभी ज़रूरत पड़ने पर वो अपने देश की तरफ से लड़े, और उसने ये इंडियन यूथ को अपील करी कि उसे हमेशा अपने देश के लिए देशभक्ति रखनी चाहिए और एक लड़ने का जज्बा होना चाहिए। नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। CA, you said that the Devi March Shakti came to you. You had earlier already had a vision, telling you that you would be injured but would not die. Can you elaborate on it, please? By when with full faith a man surrenders everything he has to accomplish a certain task, and this without reserve, motive or calculation, certainly then an inner strength, a Shakti arises in him. He becomes conscious of what is going to happen to him today or tomorrow or whenever. This happened to me. I was given the awareness that I would be injured, my arms and legs would become useless, but that I would remain alive. It is fact that in Kargil we had surrendered ourselves fully to our task. We were fully aware that we could lose our lives, but we still surrendered ourselves to the task ahead with complete faith in the Lord. Then there is no question of thinking that one could fail in one's work. The task has to be completed. The Lord Himself tests man. He tests how much a person can take, how much pain he can bear. Only when a one can bear the most intolerable pain does the divine strength come. Explanation. He gave answer of this question that when a person keep faith in unknown power, which power always help him. Same condition applied on Yogendra Singh Yadav. His arms and legs had injured, but he was still alive. Lord always tests to man that how much he can bear pain and help those who are राइट। इस क्वेश्चन के आंसर में योगेंद्र सिंह यादव ने कहा जब कोई भी व्यक्ति सब कुछ अपना एक भगवान पर के ऊपर छोड़ देता है, एक विश्वास रखता है, तो उसके साथ हमेशा अच्छा ही होता है। उसके साथ ऐसा ही हुआ जब उसने सब कुछ भगवान के ऊपर छोड़ दिया और उसका पैर में चोट लगने के बावजूद भी अभी तक वो जीवित था। और वो कहता है कि भगवान उन लोगों की हमेशा मदद करते हैं जो लोग सही होते हैं। नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। CA, you had the certitude that you would not die. Tell us more about this vision of Devi Ma. Who showed you the way down to the MMG post? By at that time I knew that I had to reach my comrades. It was a selfless wish to try to save the lives of my mates, my brother. I had no desire to try to save my own life. In fact, having witnessed my six companions sacrifice their lives, I was proud that I was now being given another opportunity to serve my motherland and follow in their footsteps. This is the this is the dream of every soldier. His glorious journey to fulfill the prime duty of his life. He returns home wrapped in the national tricolor, his family, his country, and even the whole world rejoice with tears at his self sacrifice. I was given that strength, and she showed me the way down. Explanation. He replied that at that time he had no desire to save his own life. He wanted to save his companion's life. Every soldier wants his glorious journey. That when he returned home wrapped in national tricolor, his this strength he got from Lord. उसने कहा कि इस समय उसकी कोई भी डिजायर नहीं थी कि वो अपने आप को बचाए या अपनी लाइफ को सेव करे। वो चाहता था जो मेरे कंपेनियंस हैं उनकी लाइफ ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, उनको बचाया जाए। हम एक सोल्जर्स की हमेशा यही इच्छा रहती है, वो एक ग्लोरियस जर्नी चाहता है। अगर वो लड़ाई के लिए गया है तो या तो वो जीत कर आए या फिर अपने नेशनल फ्लैग में लपेट कर आए। नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। सो मैनी ईयर्स लेटर द vision told you which way you must take. Yes, absolutely. In front was a being in white who said, "Sun, roll down this nala." Have you seen LOC Kargil, the Hindi film made about your action? They did not interview me for that, but in the film, Manoj Bajpayee has played my part. Did you see the film? How did you find it? I liked it. That have highlighted the task that my companions and I performed our sacrifice for the good. The world could see this. It made the general public aware of the difficulties a soldier has to endure to do his duties successfully. I liked it very much. Yes, Abhijan came front to him and said, "Son, roll down this nala." He saw LOC Kargil. Manoj Bajpayee has played his part in film. This film showed difficulties of a soldiers. He liked it very much. उसने कहा हाँ, एक विजन मेरे सामने आया और उसने कहा कि तुम इस नाले को पार कर जाओ। उसने LOC फिल्म कारगिल देखी, उसको बहुत पसंद आई। उसने कहा कि मनोज बाजपेयी है जो उसने मेरा कैरेक्टर प्ले कराया। और इस फिल्म में सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि एक सोल्जर्स की परेशानियों को दिखाया गया है कि वो किस तरह से परेशानियाँ उठाता है। नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। सो मैनी ईयर्स लेटर, वुड यू डू it again? Yes, many citizens want to join the army, but those who are feel they are blessed that out of so many aspirants, they are the chosen few who will serve to protect their country. A soldier's ultimate wish is that he should be allowed to do this job of protecting his country, and even if he has to lay down his life to do it, that is not too big a sacrifice. I have merely shed some of my blood for my motherland, only put a tilak with my blood on her land, but I am still alive. But if I were given the chance, I would put down this life to her. Explanation. Many people want join army so that they protect their country, but all are not selected. He again said if he will get chance, he put his life for motherland. उसने कहा कि लोग अपनी कंट्री को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए आर्मी में जाना चाहते हैं, लेकिन सभी का सिलेक्शन नहीं हो पाता। वो कहता है अगर मुझे दोबारा चांस मिला अपने देश के लिए जान देने के लिए, लड़ने के लिए, तो मैं अवश्य अपनी जान देकर अपने देश की रक्षा करूँगा। नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। सिंस दैट टाइम देयर हैव बीन अ लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस इन द आर्मी. द आर्मी इज द आर्मी. एट दैट टाइम देयर वर मैनी shortage in the army, lack of equipments, ammunitions, adequate clothing, etc. Has the situation empowered. At that time, the war was declared. All of a sudden, in those areas, dress sector, there was little army development. The units had to be called in from other part of India, from the plains, and they did not have the right clothing. But the main need of the hour was neither adequate clothing nor right equipments available, but no accomplished the task at hand, and this with whatever means we had. It is a matter of pride that the Indian Army Jawan has a dedication and patriotism not present in any other army of the world. It is only because of this that we were able to vanquish the enemy at those impenetrable mountains height. Explain. In 1999, war was declared suddenly, but army was not much in Kargil dress sector. So Indian army was called from other part of India. That time they had no proper cloth and right equipments, but they had dedication to their country. उसने कहा कि 1999 में जब अचानक से युद्ध की घोषणा कर दी गई, तो जो कारगिल ड्रेस सेक्टर है वहाँ पर पूरी आर्मी नहीं थी जो पाकिस्तानी आर्मी से युद्ध कर सके, इसलिए इंडिया के अदर पार्ट से आर्मी को बुलाया गया, लेकिन उनके पास प्रॉपर युद्ध के लिए लड़ने के लिए कपड़े नहीं थे और जो युद्ध के लिए इक्विपमेंट्स चाहिए थे वो भी नहीं थे, लेकिन उनके पास एक चीज़ थी, सबसे बड़ी थी, वो डेडिकेशन था अपनी कंट्री के लिए। नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। It is said that a soldier believes that every bullet carries someone's name on it. Do you believe that too? Of course, see, I am a soldier, and so is the men fighting against me. We are not brotherhood. Why, which bullet carries whose name? Definitely, each bullet carries a name, just as we say that every morsel of food bears the name of the person who must eat it. Similarly, for a soldier, he has a blade with his name of it, the one which will kill him. Perhaps the blade with my name was not made, and as a result, I am still alive. He said, soldiers fight against soldiers, so they have no brotherhood. At that time, it is true that each bullet carries a name of soldiers. Perhaps no bullet was made for him because he is still alive. उसने कहा कि हमारे उस समय हम लड़ाई करते हैं उस समय हमारे सामने कोई भी ब्रदरहुड वाली बात नहीं होती, हम एक दूसरे के अपोजिट होते हैं। उसने कहा ये बात भी सही है कि जिस गोली पर जिसका नाम लिख कर आया वो गोली उसी को ही लगती है। मैं सोचता हूँ कि शायद अभी तक मेरे नाम की कोई भी गोली नहीं बनी है, इसीलिए मैं भी जिंदा हूँ। पार्ट 2 कंप्लीट एंड चैप्टर फिनिश्ड। स्टे होम, stay safe, study hard. Thank you.